this segment, I'm going to talk about something that's been on my mind a bit lately. You get up every day, you go into the world, and you do things for the most part. All of us. There's 7 things we do, okay? Some things we want to do, some things we have to do, and there's a third category, things we must do. I'm going to talk about that today. People like to focus on their wants, the things that they want. You want a new car. You want a new man. You want a new woman. You want new clothes. You want food to eat. You want some new tasty food to eat. You want to travel. You want to be safe. You want to be happy. Things like that. Also, then there's the haves. You have to work. You have to take care of your family. You have to follow the law. You have to pay taxes. Usually the things that you have to do are things that you may not necessarily want to do, things that you necessarily would not do unless you felt some kind of greater obligation or there was some greater purpose to achieve these things. I want to talk about what you must do. People don't talk about things you must do. They maybe because it has to be done, and some of these things are done automatically that is abstract or it's not in your mind. Like things you must do. You must breathe. You must eat. You must have shelter. Those are the basic biological things that you must do. You do those, the things that's different between must and have to do. The things that you must do, there's no negotiation. There's no way around that. You must do these things or you're over. You're ended. You no longer live. You no longer exist unless you do these things. Far greater than the things that you have to do, because I have to work my job. It's for a reason, because I could do this. I need to do this. I need to do that. Negotiation there. There's some kind of negotiation. I mean, even if I chose not to work my job for some reason, there's something else to do. There's another route to take. You can zig, you can zag, but when you must do something, no negotiation. You must do these things. It must happen. I mentioned the biological things you must do. You must eat, must sleep, must find shelter. Those are the basic biological things. But there's also some things also that comes down to the core of who you are, about how you think, how you relate to the world, and the life that you would like to live. There's some things also a must. I was just thinking just now, why there's some things in my life that I'm able to, get up, attack it, and go at it. Other things that, okay, I might do this, might do that. Some things I'm a lot more wishy-washy about. Some things I put on the back burner. I let them, sit in the pot cooking for a while. There's no sense of urgency. And it occurred to me that, those things are things I must do, because there's a same urgency that I feel when it's those biological things like eat, sleep. If you don't eat, I've been there for a while. I fast regularly. I might go a day without eating sometimes, or eating very little. I do that occasionally for health purposes, and plus it does clear your mind out. But once you do that once you go a couple of days without eating anything substantial, your body is going to demand you eat, demand you take in energy. It's going to be a strong, powerful urge coming from deep within inside of you. Same thing if you go without sleep for a while. There's times I've worked 2 or 3 jobs and might be able to get an hour of sleep in for one day. Might be able to do that. Might get a couple of hours. Literally, like taking a nap is all. You might just get a nap before you have to get up and go going to the next thing. And the urge to sleep becomes so powerful that it trumps everything else. You don't care about eating. You don't care about anything. You can. There was a time where there was a lovely lady I had a chance to spend some time with, but I was so tired and sleepy, from working long hours that no, even that, even sex itself, like nope, food, sex, no fun, nope. You just want sleep. You get that tired that it's all you want, it's all you crave, because you must sleep. But I've noticed I've had that feeling in my life for other things also. You probably had too. Just think about times where, a good example the other day, I'm supposed to go to the gym 3 times a week, right? Sometimes I get 2, sometimes I get 1 if I'm really busy or I'm sick or something. But, I was off work, lazing about, and I was thinking about not going. But then the urge to go was so strong. Not quite as strong as sleep is after some days without having sleep, but the urge was so strong. It's like I had to get up. It's like I must get up, must go to the gym. It's like it was so deep and powerful, this urge, that there was no negotiation. I must get up, must go to the gym. And to me, that signified a switch in my brain where now the things that I actually value that are important in my life, health, being responsible, taking care of the people that I must take care of, my future goals. Now those things have moved far. They're not wants no more. It's not like I want to be healthy. It's not as if I want to be responsible. It's not as if I want to have achieved my future goals. No, they're no longer wants. And they're no longer things I have to do. It's like I have to achieve my future goals. I have to be healthy. I have to be more responsible. No, they're not haves either. Now they're must. They move in that third category. They're must. They're things I must do. Must be healthy. Must be responsible. Must achieve my future goals. It's a whole nother level of drive. It's a whole nother level. As a motivation, the motivation now is not from external forces. You're not reactionary. The motivation comes from within. Deep within you, the motivation occurs. You feel that come up. And puts your body into action. And it's a wonderful feeling once you get to that point, especially if you came from a place in your life. A lot of us go into that zone for a while that you may not really care about anything. You may not really feel anything. I was in that space for years. Some people, and you go into it, sometimes you come out of it, hopefully. Sometimes some people never come out of that. You live this empty life, and you're just constantly trying to distract yourself to the next thing, just trying to keep yourself busy for the most part. Nothing seems real to you. Nothing seems important. Nothing seems serious. And you're just kind of dwelling in that state, just kind of floating and existing. And sometimes in life you have no other option. That's just what is going to happen in life. But once you do, there are things that you must do. It gives your life a lot more purpose, and that drive. Maybe it's what some people call ambition. I've noticed that some people that are successful, they have this. It seems to be this unnatural, this source of energy. That's like, oh, how's this guy just attacking this each day? Oh, it's because he must do. It's a him. It's not negotiable. It's not that he wants to do these things. No, he must. He must do these things each day. He must get out and do these things. And once you actually embrace that and understand that, it puts you in a good place. It puts you in a good place to accomplish things, to achieve things. Now, what you want to achieve, of course, it varies from person to person. It varies. But once that urge to achieve these things becomes as a biological urge, something that you must do, definitely those things will be achieved, guaranteed. Well, that's just my thoughts on that.